Oh, right, the pool battle happened last episode and everything. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Hedon. In the last episode, we met Yizbeth, who is the demoness that I am under the impression we are trying to seduce for Dar is her name? Adder. For Adder, who is the demon prince of seduction, or lust. And I thought for sure there'd be a lot less fighting. Or rather, I thought the fighting for positioning would be more of a pleasurable kind, as it were, and it's not. It's more of a tug of war, not of the tugging that I was thinking was going to happen. It's mostly fighting, and difficult fighting at that. We fought a doppelganger of ourselves, and we're killing lots of these gargoyles now. We had to face off against a psionic human. Oh my goodness, that was tough. And there's ambushes all over the place too. Holy crap! My goodness. Anyway, we're now back. Before we get going, I want to correct something that I said. So, when I choose a thumbnail for the videos, I'm 99% of the time going to select something that occurred during the game itself, and I tend not to make my own thumbnails. And I was so happening that I was trying to catch the picture of Yizbeth for the thumbnail of the last video, and I detected I said something and I meant it a certain way, and it bothered me so much that it came out a different way that I want to just make sure I get it right. I was looking at Yizbeth's straps on her very sexy dress, and I commented that as a Catholic I don't like that. That's not what I meant. That came out all sorts of wrong. You can do whatever you want in a game. You can make whatever you wish. That's fine. And I have no problem with it in the game either, for that matter. I think it's a really nice effect. Like, that was amazing. That was a great working in of that symbolism to this demon. That's fine. What I meant was that if I was supposed to seduce a girl of that sort, wearing a dress of, well, not a demon, but if I was, let's say, set up on a date and that's what she was wearing, specifically because of what it represented, that would be a no. That would be a no. I don't care how hot she is. We're not gonna get along. Our beliefs are clearly different. It's not gonna work out. No, that wouldn't happen. Maybe if God told me I had to do that, all right, fine. I could maybe, but that wouldn't happen. That's not gonna happen. That's what I meant. When I detected I said this while trying to grab the thumbnail viewer, it really annoyed me that I phrased it that way. I have a habit of having what I've heard people call streamer brain. I speak before I think clearly. It's one of the reasons why I tend never to talk about politics or ongoing events, unless I've spent a few hours to write down all my thoughts, and I read those thoughts, more or less word for word, because I get things wrong. I'm just winging this, but I felt it was important enough that I wanted to say it. I love this game. I have no problem with anything that's been going on in this game whatsoever, and even if I had a problem, like, I don't know what that problem would be. I use demons in my Dungeons & Dragons campaign when I play it. Most of the time. I don't, because one of my players currently actually makes them uneasy about such. But I have done it in the past. I'm glad I do it in the future. I got no problems with what people want to add in their video games. More power to them. And I really like Hedon and like what Zan has created. Alright. With all that babbling out of the way, let's get started. Oh, and I instantly drink a potion I did not want to drink, so we're really going to reload the game. I hit F, I think, or H or something. I meant to hit this. Okay, we haven't been here before. Look at this. Zan? Oh, the gods have answered my plea. I'm trapped in this painting. I can hardly endure this torment any longer. Please, warrior, help me out. This is the guardian of the crystal discs, if I recall correctly. I was captured after our grand siege had failed. The scum denied me a warrior's death. Thanks to the succubus matron, Yizbeth, I could be trapped inside this painting for eternity. Okay, that's good to know that's what she's titled. After entertaining Yizbeth with a few conversations, I've learned how to escape, but I need help. The matron used a doll as a vessel for my curse. Find where she keeps it and bring it to me. There's a pedestal inside the painting. I believe that's where the doll goes. However, how would you ever reach the pedestal? You'd have to get inside the painting first. By the gods, I can hardly endure this any longer. I've been paralyzed for so long. Okay, so she can't move or anything, but she can speak. I just blew right past this. The eyes on this portrait of Yizbeth follow you. She's cute. Shame she's got the whole demon thing going on. I guess in this world that wouldn't be so. Wow! Can you... I mean, nothing's being showed, really. The thing isn't being shown. Look at those hips. Good God. I'm gonna have to title the video "Hips Don't Lie" and use that as a screenshot. What else? What else do we have on this side? All right, different type of sexy. We have various landscape pictures. Other orcs that I guess Yizbeth did not find as entertaining. We'll take some weaponry. Even though Yizbeth probably wouldn't like that very much, since she seems to like the orcs very much. Now, I knew that was happening, viewer, because we're about to be back where I started from. And the warrior there, she was trying to warn us about that, too. Oh, I heard footsteps. No, that's not footsteps I hear, it's wings. Which means this isn't going to work, and I don't trust myself. Oh! It might work. Ah, we might kill one of them. Let's see how lucky we get. Come on, girl. Can you make it up here? Okay, this is taking too long. We're gonna detonate this after all. Oh! Yes! Just as I was about to! Alright! I always like when I am able to use the mines so successfully. It might be too far away. We will see. It was not, but I didn't kill her either. That did! You can tell, viewer, my cough is getting better and better. Every day it gets a little better, more under control. The itch is almost gone. I can start speaking without too much trouble. I am very blessed to have a doctor who understands what is going on with me. I've always thought that whenever I've been sick in the past... I'm going to say a quick save. Whenever I have been sick in the past, I've always gotten what I have called the post-recovery cough. It feels like I just have this forever. Like, for months, this cough would last. And it turns... actually, let's read this first, and then we'll talk more about that. The alluring perfumed journal appears to belong to Yizbeth. None of the entries seem to be dated. Another unbridled force of nature was dragged into the abyss by her everlasting hunger. I was not there, yet I could hear their dying rage from all across hell. The Iron Division has learned the fate of those who try to deny us demons of what we most desire. Such a fierce and exotic breed of warriors they are. I had the pleasure of being gifted some of their best specimens. The Baron seems to know my intimate interest in orc culture. The Iron Division appear far more sophisticated than the wild brutes from the overworld who end up toiling in the mines. For once, they seem to have no men among their ranks. Few legends mention a tribe banished into the underground for defiling sacred laws. An Amazonian tribe who sought unnatural power in order to dominate all battlefields. Oh, how about that? Alright, so they were trying to cheat and got banished for it. Oh, and that they did. From what I heard, they sliced through our cultist towns like a hot knife. Regardless, they didn't submit to my wishes. But I don't have the heart to torture such brave and fire-hearted warriors, so I had them petrified. All save the most talkative one, of course. She will make the apex of my newest exposition. And my newest magic trick, immortalizing someone inside a painting. Now, the claws of time will never be able to scratch away her beauty, and I will forever have a wonderful chatting partner. After all, I have always found paintings to be the most interesting storytellers, especially when they can utter words. What a coincidence. In the Deus Ex game we're playing, I just reached the part where I am at the Illuminati's secret laboratory, and you meet Morgan Everett there. And he has someone that is effectively trapped in the same way as our curator here is. Yeah, so it's not I would just suffer with this cough for months and months. Easily 3 months until it was gone, but the coughing never letting up, always remaining the same, always being worse, keeping me up, and eventually it would like pull. Last time I had this cough viewer, I like cracked the cartilage in my rib cage. It was so bad. But it's all apparently because of, it's gonna be kind of nasty, but I'm gonna mention it, because maybe, heaven forbid this happens to you, viewer, you'll know maybe what's causing it for you. It's a post-recovery cough, apparently. Is what's going on. And so, it's all the stuff draining down, irritating my throat. I have to get my body to stop doing that, and it was doing that because of how raw my nose is, thanks to the virus draining it out. So this constantly, endlessly produces, well, mucus. So now that I'm not sick anymore, I have to get my body to stop doing that. And so apparently all it takes is just some sprays, a bunch of over-the-counter drugs, and it seems to be working very well. All right, and where are we going, Tim? Oh, let's go back to where we just were. You might remember, viewer, in the last episode, I mentioned that I had been redoing this and that. I redid the episode because I had audio issues. I didn't like what had happened afterwards. So I now know, or no, rather, I now know. That's not the proper way to phrase that. We are almost back to where I had stopped. There's a secret somewhere that we can find, and I want to find it. I probably mentioned it, but I don't feel right eating Yisbeth's food. She hasn't outright killed us yet. Hello, it's a teleporter here. I did not find this last time. I'm guessing it brings me to the other... Oh, we were here before. This is just, yeah, to where the food is being prepared. And then someplace else as well, afterwards. Okay. But that wasn't the secret I had noticed. We don't have this key yet. Oh, we were here earlier. Alright, let's go back up this way then. Maybe the key's up... I don't remember where actually to go, viewer. I apologize. On an unrelated note, or maybe kind of related note to FPSs, I did finish Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. I liked it. I thought it was good. Some of the levels were better than others. Clearly that's always going to be the case, though, with most FPSs. But I thought it was good. It reminded me of Heretic most of the time. You fight most of the same monsters, but like every single act, there are 3 acts total, So in Act 2 and 3, they introduced 2 new creatures in those. But they don't really use the Act 2 creatures very often, the new ones they introduced in Act 3 very often at all. It was kind of a shame. But I did very much like the game. If you don't mind a long game, that actually explains... And also, you know what? Hold on, I'm going on a tangent immediately. Something else I liked about the game is that they explain why there's a reload system in that game. And I very much like that they've done that. The alluringly perfumed journal clearly belongs to Yizbeth. The letters are arranged in a weird manner. This is written backwards, with the lowest sentence starting, and we have to... It's flipped, so a mirror might tell us what this looks like. We have to also read it the other way. I was able to do this last time, so let's see if I can do it this time. Forgive me, dear journal, but I can't allow you to understand these words, for they are far too shameful, even for me. I've been visiting the library more often than I used to. Looming for the shadows. Oh, looming from the shadows and admiring a most peculiar book thief. Like the seed that braves the dry stone on which it has landed upon. My gardener has been spreading the roots of his mind beyond his limitations. He is ready to sacrifice everything to perfect his art. My heart is pounding. So this sounds like she actually is in love with the gardener because of the risks he's taking to pursue what he wants the most. This is the secret I found before, right behind this. And once we open this and get the key that we saw, or maybe we didn't see it, and get that key, we will be caught up to date with everything I have seen in the game during that one session I recorded. Ooh, a bit of a tricky jump, though, unfortunately for us. Tim, you better keep moving. Oh, we're taking big hits. Oh, well, and that's it. I get to do all that again. It's a nasty little room. Actually, we should probably flee back into this room. We have more space to fight them here. We can use this as well, I suppose, to help us. Man, I'm just getting the snot kicked out of me. No, forget it. Forget it. We're just gonna reload. Oh, no wonder. I'm panicking because how much damage we're taking. I think we won. Sorry, I'm not supposed to reload just willy-nilly, but we took way too much damage from a small fight. No, we're gonna redo that one. We get some grenades. Potion of haste. We do not need the small potion, because now we took no damage from that battle. Some grapes. A few bags of arcane salts. And we can learn what those do by reading this. Following the research notes from Mrs. Netheriel, we have managed to break down and understand the chemicals used against our cultists by the green savages. This is how we can easily make them for ourselves. Green corrosive acid can be easily obtained by mixing deadly poison with green and cyan arcane crystals. Pink gas, a more elaborate substance made by mixing poison with mana and then adding pink arcane salts. Say crystals? Oh, salts. Arcane salts, not crystals. We didn't find any salts. Unless this is them. Can we use these? Let's see. No. These are these salts. That's what we picked up. I don't even remember what this is. What is this? Crimson Salt Rock. The tint salt rock is far too tough and dense to be edible. Okay, well we don't know we still don't know what that's used for. Requires a dark key to open. Alright, that's back up this way. So much. Nasty little ambush right next to you. Oh, I didn't see that before. There's an armor amulet there. Okay. Ah, now I feel really bad. Most of the time when I reload is because I took too much armor damage. I have no way to get it back. And armor is super important in this game. You die so quickly without it. Now that I know that's there, I will not be reloading. Things go poorly. Alright, we got the key. Can we read any of these? We cannot. Let's first check what was behind the secret. Oh, there is a time shard there. We could try taking it. That's a lot of damage if we miss, though. I didn't commit to it. I should have gone farther. Actually, the speed potion might be required to get that. Let's give that a try. Nope. Coming too soon. Maybe from here? Has to be the top one. You might get 2 more chances at this, Tim. You're messing this up. Nope, didn't jump. There goes our speed potion. We're keeping the result of that. Okay, got it. The door. And this should look familiar. tower outside earlier. And viewer, we are now all caught up. I have not seen anything else. So everything from here on out will be new. Door's locked on the other side. We're not going up that way. The offering altar has no use, as the Primarch's avatar seems missing from its place. Oh, this is the gold avatar. Okay, it's a good thing I just ran up and pressed this because like this looks like something important. It is something important. We need to find this. The scratches covering the golden frame suggest its contents has been ripped out recently. I beseech you, find a way to release us from this wretched canvas. I have no clue how to do it. The matron used it. Yeah, I already know. We know all this already. Let's see. I know. We'll try the few things we have. Can we use this? We cannot. Can we use this? No, we can't. And how about this? Nope. And the shovel? No, we can't use any of that. Where are... Okay, that was... Oh my goodness. Okay. It's those two. Alright, let's see what she wants this time. You kept me waiting. This massive bed is easy to keep warm, you know. Now it's my turn to tease you. See that spiraling soul fragment? A gift from the Baron. 3 such fragments make a key to his newfound source of power. He needs it to keep himself safe. Can you believe it? He'd rather trust me than the ethereal. Trust. A volatile concept. I'm not fond of the Baron's orderly ways, but I'm not fond of your intention to slay him either. So I say we leave it up to chaos. If fragments find their way to your hands, I'll give you mine. A good game of hide and seek. Something to entertain your wits with. Oh, and if you're a good little stud, I might just help you complete Outer's trial. After you find out how to obtain the fragments. Winks. So I hope I read all that correctly. But it sounds like she's not going to give us this one until we find the other ones. It sounded like she also only has one of them. And she sure is living the posh lifestyle. We'll take her money, though. I think we're going to need all the cash we can get. Oh, we got a key. What key was it? Thorn's key, or something. Iron key. The alluringly perfumed journal appears to belong to Yisbeth. None of the entries seem to be dated. My heart is broken. The little port town, just outside my domain's gates, has had an uprising, but the fire of these brave cultists was swiftly quenched by the Baron. Why must we rip the chaos out of our hearts to obey the Icon? How dare he bring order into our world? My tears of sorrow have drenched the port in bleak mist. The fire is gone. How ironic. Much like myself, they are using magic walls to conceal their hideout. If only they could conceal their starvation. I had the crypt sealed off and the only key brought here, where I can cherish it, Sooner or later, little rats will claw away at their coffin, and I shall rescue them like a brooding mother. Our common enemy will unite us. In how many pieces must my heart be shattered? As I strolled through the bathing hall, I witnessed the gold Primarch mingling with a lowly goblin, and he shrouded her away from me. Why doesn't he love me? He only cares about the Baron. I took the Primarch's head today. Figuratively, of course. I could never slay someone in cold blood. Still, my admirers were in shock. This declaration of war will show everyone how strong and determined I am. The Baron has no power here. Primarch's empty threats are music to my ears. I propped him in the balcony where everyone can savor his shame. He even tried to convince my gardener to free him when visiting my chambers. Too bad my gardener loves me a lot more than he ever did. I told him so many secrets just to spite the Primarch. He's so smart and perceptive and weak. His human body did not last. Well, that should keep his mind. Oh, I guess she did things that he didn't survive the process. What a way to go. Somewhere in his garden, where his art will keep growing on. Oh, here's a full picture of her. She's a big girl. Actually, she's like an orc, right? I guess all the orcs are rather thick. So what do we learn from this? The Primarch's portrait is on the balcony. We should probably go back to the port town. And they're using magic walls to conceal their hideout. Okay. I don't remember where we've seen a balcony, if we've seen any so far. Get me out, you! Get me out of this shameful dump, and I'll make you rich! You have my word. Humans, such frail and weak creatures, ever seeking to fulfill their purpose for it's viciously snatched away by their timely demise. Unable to understand the joy of pure chaos, you only know how to obey their fate. Day after day I sit here and watch them walk these steps in pursuit of their repetitive tasks. Every now and then, an old one falls to the ground, heart frozen from the strain. Good. I don't want crusty old people around. So that was the balcony she was talking about. I don't remember even seeing this. The problems about... I am Elsriel, the Golden Primarch, giver of wealth, taker of sovereignty. Return me to my altar, and I'll give you 99 parts of any deal. An offer you can't refuse, but the one part he's gonna want to do will be the most important one, right? Never make a deal with a demon. Zan! Sorry about that. Hello! So, once again, viewer, I heavily suspect we are going to be the next icon. Now, do we get the other door opening if I open this one? Wait, no, we opened that one. So that one opens the other one also. Okay. Well, we got like one thing to do. Actually, we have a shovel now, so we can go back to some of the areas we had been in before and dig around. I think we were in that one already. You're looking for the bathroom, Tim. That's this way. The bathroom, not the bath. You know what I mean. This place. Like the fountain. In this place, water is just as precious as gold. Hurry now. The altar is nearby. You know, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, based on where we are, water is rather precious. So this is all his area, the golden area. Finally back. Yzbith's soul should burn for a whole century for defying me like this. As for your reward, well, if you seek to challenge the Baron, you will need my permission. So then, a demon wishing to bear the taint of gold must prove worthy. 30,000 gold coins is my price. Oh, I did say I'd give you 99 parts off, right? Lucky you, that sets you down to 300. A trivial investment considering the riches that await you in return. Go ahead. Start emptying your pockets. How much money do we have? We have enough. Sure, we can do it. Oh, come on. You don't have a measly 300 gold? I do. We have 458. Where do we do? Do we do that? Oh, we do it here, I guess. Pitiful pile of gold. But a deal's a deal. You've earned the taint of the gold Primarch. Oh, did I mention I would make you rich? Right? Fool. Did you really think I risk letting you remove the Baron from power? Trade is going far too well for us under his rule. So here's your share. Enjoy counting at the coin. For all eternity. You too, huh? Wait a moment. Here. Hold this thing. It's the Anachronox symbol.
Huh?
Well, does it turn on in your hands or something? No. Guess we're not demon enough for it. Chaotic device. The artifact may have once contained unholy powers, but now it looks nothing more like a cold piece of metal. Can we put it on something? Oh, it's a shady fixer, by the way. Well, that's it for us then. There's no way out other than this hellish, way out of this hellish prison. I have only a tiny piece of bread left, and I'm not sharing it. Got too damn greedy coming to this place. Yep. Put all my eggs in one basket. I read a lot about this vault. It's inescapable. I hope the chaotic device would teleport me out. Bet my life on a piece of scrap. Maybe a proper demon could use it, but I don't see any around. I mean, I'm going to take back some of the gold, clearly. It's been a while since I've seen a giant pile of treasure. There's only been a few games that had like this much gold in it that I can recall that I've played. There was Unepic. One of the first traps you walk in is a giant room filled with gold. If you take any of it, your character's killed. And in Quest for Glory 2, at the end of it, when you go through Solomon's trials, one of them contains a bunch of different treasure chests, magical artifacts, what have you. If you touch any of it, you die. Oh, wait, it just keeps repopulating all the money. Is that right? Maybe we need a certain amount of money? What are these? Okay, let's look around, viewer. There's a few of them. They've got to be the way out. They have to be. So he flung us through all that gold. It's like a wish. Never wish for anything in any game ever. Dungeon Master's job is to try to... Oh, hello! Already looked in there. Didn't find much. I didn't even see this. I was too distracted by counting all the gold. Alright, it's repopulating. I guess it's not. I've just been very thorough at picking all of it up. Alright, I am going to risk a quick save. I suspect that we can find a way out here. Door won't budge. Pendant of True Sight. Quest item. The silver medallion holds a magical eye capable of dispelling certain visual illusions. We show it to her. Huh? Did you actually find a pen of truth? It was right in there. Stuff like this makes me wish I could reach the top of a shelf every once in a while. I'm surprised you'd hop up and down or pile some gold up in there so she could reach it or something of the sort. We supposed to do this? We are. Oh, or we're not. So the only thing I can do is toss coins in these. The magic plate reveals an ethereal plaque with a riddle on it. Unlike Butcher, Eod, and Frey, we both have to pay the same. Cobbler Donovan pays the least, with his thin hog and 8 checks. Even though her husband died, Widow Frey appears to thrive. Every day we see her drink from her only Bova's milk. Oh, she thinks she is so sly, not paying the taxes high, but the Lord has heard a squeak, 2 chicks hidden in her attic. Listen well from now and onward, for you are my faithful steward. If you are wise and you are bold, you shall count the kingdom's gold. Though I keep my subjects safe, 4 of them delay the pay. 40 coins appear to miss from my castle's treasuries. Go now, perform the deed, but first my advice do heed. Don't collect for equal parts, for our fortune will collapse. Tax with wit and equity, so they fight themselves, not me. So we have 40 coins to place in some unequal amounts in all of these. Butcher Eod is so upset. 2 hogs refuse to mate. Ever since the plague hit, his whole fortune is forfeit. Still, he won't admit defeat, so he's also bought 2 chicks. Do we know how much chicks cost? Magic pen reveals an ethereal plaque on a riddle on it. Farmer Drav is doing fine, with a bova in his barn. His fat hog eats all it can. 4 chicks sleep well in their pen. Once he eyed the cobbler's coop, peeked beneath his straw hat's brim. If I had that many chicks, I'd pay twice as much as him. Is it a chick-only thing? You pay for chicks, and that's it? So, okay, viewer, I'm gonna have to write this down if I expect to solve it, because I'm not gonna remember otherwise. Okay, let me think. Let's say this is 6... It must be based on the number of checks. Maybe? But it says this guy pays the least and he has 8 checks. Cobbler Dovin pays the least with his thin hog and 8 checks. Okay, so these two have 2 chicks. He has a hog. And she has a bova. So a bova and a hog are worth the same. And they both have 2 chicks as well. He has a bova, a hog, and 4 chicks. All right, let's say a chick is $1. If I had that many chicks, he wants eyed the cobbler's shop, peek beneath his straw hat's brim. If I had that many chicks, I'd pay twice as much of it as him. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, I think I get it, but I have to write it all down, viewer. I guess we'll do this on screen. Okay, so this is the hint as to how much the Drav and Brova are. Is what this is. Or rather, what, is that right? Yes. Alright, let's write down some notes here. I'll just look up online, viewer, but I don't like doing that. I prefer solving it myself. So, we have a bova, and we have a hog, and we know these are worth the same amount. And we also have 4 chicks. We have a chick. Okay. Farmer Drav. Farmer Drav has 1 bova, a hog. Shimmy Kiss can't have the fixer do it. And 4 chicks. Cobbler. Dovin. I guess he also has a fat hog. Maybe that matters. I don't think it does, though. He has a thin hog. And 8 chicks. It doesn't say Draft pays the most. He just doesn't pay the least. That is Donovan. Butcher Ayad. I guess right now Saul, he has 2 hogs. Which means it's not quite the same. A hog and a bova isn't the same. He has 2 hogs. They refuse to mate. And he has 2 chicks. And over here, Widow Frey has a single bova and 2 chicks. Okay, so 2 hogs are worth 1 bova. So let's just make each chick $1. And there's 40 bucks total. All right, if we go with $1, then and a hog is, we'll say, $2. Right, so let's hold on. I'm gonna do a bunch of racing. All right, so a bova is worth 4, hogs are worth 2, and chicks are worth 1. What do I have? 8, 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. Hold on. I got it. This might be bad for you to do it in front of everybody, Tim. Let's see. So if I do it that way, then Cobbler Donovan has 8, 10. So that would mean that Farmer Darvos has to have 20 somehow. So that would make, he has a hog, which is 2. A bova, which is 4. And 8 chicks, which is 8, which is 16, which is not right. Okay, if I up the chicks to 2. That might be too much. Let's see. If I up the chicks to 2. That means 16, 18 for Donovan. And over here, the chicks then become for Darvos. Chicks become 8. The hog is 10. And the bovine is another 8, 18. They're the same. And so I don't think that's the way that works. I think the chicks are worth just 1. I have to get these right. This is really kind of the only thing that matters to me. So let's up the hog to 4. So that's 12. So then 4 chicks is 8. The hog is 4, so that's 8. And then the bavo would be 8 more. That's double, that's 16, but that's not right. Now the chicks have to be worth 2. This is going to be the last of the video. Can you help me? Let's see if you can solve the riddle you revealed. At least you won't die of boredom. She doesn't say anything else. Let's see if we do it, but it's up to me to do it. All right, fine. Well, to begin with, I guess we just split 40 gold coins. Yes, that's correct. Yep, that's correct. Yep, we knew that already. 40 is the total. We can't spend more than that. So let's say each chick is worth 2 each. Phew, man. That's 16. And then we have 8, 4, and 4. No, that's not going to work. That's over half our cash. No, they have to be worth 1. They have to be worth 1. So we have 8, 4. There's occupations. God, I wish I had some preparing. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing at the moment. 2 and 2. So that would be 12. That's almost half our cash right there. So let's make the hogs then 4. Oh, I did that before, didn't I? Let's make them 5. No, it has to be 4. 4. 4. Then 8. Was that 12? 16 versus 12. No, that's not going to work, Tim. They have to be more than that. If I up the hog to 5, that makes this 10. You have 12. That's almost all my cash, Tim. 12 plus 19? Yeah, that's not going to work. You're thinking about this maybe too hard? Hog's 3? What do we have? We have 11 for the cobbler. So we have 4 chicks, 3 and 6. That's 11. 7 and 6 is 13. Is he saying more than double? Oh, okay. There's the hint. A bova would be tax 16. But we don't have 40. Oh, they keep devaluing. So he's like, well, I'm not sure about that. Humans keep devaluing their gold. Four. 16, but then this is 8, that's 12. No, I don't know. Unless the hog is like divided because it's a thin hog, and this guy's hog is fat, so it's increased in price. Maybe that's what's happening? If I make his hog 2, I make his hog 6, and then it's, instead of 4, it's 8. What do I have? 10, 18... 10. No, that's not right. Vera, I'll be back. I had to do the math off screen. I've wasted enough of your time. Okay, exactly no time has passed. I'm just going to start dropping coins in these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 chicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this isn't going to work. These guys have to pay less than 10. They have to. Two for each chick. And then he has 2 hogs. If I make those... this guy pays the least. He pays the least. He has 8 chicks? This isn't... What? He has 8 chicks. If those are $1, they must... A chick must be like half. Must be like half a coin. No, is that right? One gold for 1 chick feels like yes. 1 gold for 2 checks, I think. Okay! Thank you. That's just what I was thinking. I was just thinking that. I'm like, no. Because if I make it 1 coin for each chick, I don't have enough coins to go around to fit everybody. So I was just thinking that. Maybe it's half a coin. All right. Thank you. I'm thinking the same thing. All right. So if you go... And no one here has less than 2. Which means that... okay. So that would be better. So then... The cobbler would have 4 coins, 1 for each 2 chicks. And the hog, let's say it's worth 2. So that's 6 for the poorest guy. So then we would have 2 coins for the farmer, the rich guy. He has a single hog, which we're saying is 2, which means the bova is 4. So that gives him 8. And if he had an extra 2 chicks, that gives him 10, which is not enough. So then if I increase the hog to 3, and this, but that gives him immediately twice as much. Did it say more than twice or exactly twice? Twice as much as him. I can't leave the game paused. All right, I'll be back again. Hold on. I can do this. So he paid the least. So if it's 1 coin for 2 chicks, then the 2 hogs and the bova, they've got to be more. What, like 4? But that increases the cobbler's amount. Oh, 4 might work. Hold on. 4 might work. So if it's 4 for the hog, then that brings the cobbler to 8 coins. You know what? It's 40. So it's some sort of divisible by 5 at that rate. So I have 5 things to place. No, don't do that sort of thing, Tim. Don't do that sort of thing. It'd be 8, 12, 12, and 16 would be what I'm looking for. No, that's too much. All right, they each have 1 check. The bova would be worth 8. And these 2 hogs would be worth 8. That feels like that's too much also. So we have 8, 9, and 9. If I tally those up, we have 18 plus 8 is 26. Now, this isn't right. This is still wrong. Is the hog worth 3? So that would give the farmer 7. I shouldn't... This is going to be really awkward if I leave it paused because the recording's not going to work. I don't want to hear what other hints she has to say, but she's going to give me hints. So let's say it's 3 for the 2 hogs. And then the bova... No, but then they all have the same. They have the same amount. So no, that can't be correct. Donovan paid the least. It can't be 3. It has to... They have to be more. They have to be. Actually, no. Wait. No, Tim. No, you were on this at the first time. You were correct the first time. Is that right? If each check is worth half a coin, and the hog is worth 2. It says thin and fat. Maybe they tax those more based upon how they are. So let's think. So if I make what is this, 6? If I make it 2, I make the fat hog worth 6 over here. Chicks are worth 2. And normally the bovine would be worth 8. That doesn't work, Tim. can't make the hog 2. I can't. It has to be more. If I make the hog 4 points, then the Donovan has 8. That means that we have 8 over here, which is 9. And the Bova's worth 8, so that's a 9. Then over here we have an 8. We have a 4. And a 2. Which is 12, 14. Oh, that is correct. I did the math wrong in my head. Okay, I got it. Okay, it is 4. Okay, so here we go. I got it. Alright, sorry, I did the math wrong. Right, I had it, and then I got really confused. So, it's half a coin for each check. And then it's gonna be 4 for the hog. So over here, we have 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. And then it's 9 over here. And then it's 14 here. So 8 for Cobble Donovan. If he had 4 more chicks, so he has 4 chicks currently. That's 2 points. A hog, which is 4 to 5. I'm putting 14 in. Alright, I was right. I looked at the math, and the math looked wrong again to me. Yeah, we got it! Now go check on what's behind that door. I'll cover you from here. So a hog is worth... Let me do this math again in my head. For some reason now it looks wrong. So, it's 8... because each chick is worth half a coin, and the hog is worth 4. So he has... These two have 9. I mean, technically the rest of the coins go there, and that's the end. But then over here, to make it make sense... Sorry, for the expensive guy... He has 4 chicks, that's $2. 1 hog, which is 6. And then the Bova, which is 8, which is 14. He needs 16... He would have... I know, I understand what's happening. People are so stupid. I'm getting confused by what a double is, and actually the actual amount we put in here. We don't have to actually account for the 2 coins those 4 extra chicks make. That's just him thinking to himself, if I had 4 more chicks, I'd pay twice as much as this guy. So we got it. We got it. And I was saying... I could show you my little loosely fear. I could show you the math. We got it. That was a fun puzzle. Although I will admit, I didn't until I said right before the goblin said that 1 coin's too expensive. I was working with just whole numbers. It didn't occur to me earlier that it could be half a coin, but it had to be. Otherwise, you have too many coins that you're trying to count. Better believe we're in. Take a few more coins. Only a few more, though. What have we got? Oh, this is probably where the symbol goes. The unholy altar has a blood funnel carved into it. We have to cut ourselves? There's no way we're doing that. Let's see what the fixer says. Who am I kidding? I'm probably gonna starve to death in here. Curse my greedy blood. We don't have anything like a knife. I have no clue what to do here. Hitting E only does that. I can't cut myself over it. I think we just die. We can use our elemental resistance ring and see what happens, I guess. We get another one. That would hint that there was one over here, though. Wow, there wasn't one. Alright, well, let's cut ourselves, then. Charged chaotic device. There might be something else in there, but I was too worried about taking too long. We had plenty of time, though, but we're not going to reload. Okay, well, we've got the charged device. Let's talk with her again. Maybe she can get us out of here with it. Hey, you actually charged it! We can escape now. One moment, just let me finish stuffing my boots with coin. Couldn't you wait for a moment? Think about how much more gold we could have carried with us. Oh, I'm out of here. Come see me at Morgoth's camp. Maybe selling you some gear will mellow me out. I'm glad we had that ring. That would have been really potentially painful if we didn't have it. I feel like we don't want to go back to the picture. Don't we still need their blessing? Oh, okay, so we did get his blessing, but then he trapped us, is what he did. Alright, guys, well, that'll stop. I hope I'm still recording. This took a while. Lots of breaks. It would have been better if there was somehow some way to keep notes in this game, but I can't write in the journal we have, and I can make marks on the map. I can't write on the map, so that took way too long. All right, thank you for putting up with me, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.